Hey there. Let's talk about something sneaky, something that's quietly draining the money right out of your pocket. It's called inflation, and today we're going to break down exactly how it works. And you're not imagining it. You know that feeling when a pizza that you swear it used to cost 10 bucks is suddenly 15? Yeah, that's exactly what we're talking about today. It is a real thing, and it's got a name. Okay, to really get this, let's ditch all the complicated charts and graphs for a second. Instead, I want you to use a simple analogy. Just picture all your money, yeah, all of it, sitting in a big old bathtub. Yep, that's right. Imagine all the cash you have, your savings, the money from your job, whatever. It's all just water filling up this bathtub. And the higher that water level is, the more stuff you can buy. Simple, right? But of course, there's a catch. Down at the bottom of your money bathtub, there's this tiny, almost invisible leak. And that leak, well, that's inflation. It's this slow, steady drip, drip, drip that's constantly lowering the water level in your tub. And as that water level goes down, so does your power to buy all the things you want and need. And here's the really important part. This isn't just happening to your tub. This leak is in pretty much everyone's bathtub. I'm talking your friends, your family, even the biggest companies in the world. Anyone just holding on to cash is watching their buying power drain away, little by little. So you're probably thinking, come on, it's just a tiny drip. How bad can it really be? Well, let me tell you. Over time, those tiny little drips can add up to a massive flood of lost money. Let's look at a real-world example to see what I mean. Okay, let's say you had $1,000, and 10 years ago, you tucked it away somewhere safe, like under your mattress. That's a nice full tub of water, right? Feels pretty good. So what happened to that $1,000? Well, after just 10 years of that slow, steady leak, your $1,000 today can only buy what $800 could have bought back then. Think about that. You've lost $200 worth of buying power without even spending a dime. That's the damage inflation does. All right, so this whole situation leads to two very different outcomes. It's kind of like a tale of two tubs. Let's check out two people who have the exact same leaky tub, but they react in completely opposite ways. First up, we've got the saver. This person sees the leak, kind of shrugs, and just hopes for the best. And what happens? Their water level just keeps dropping and dropping. But then, on the other side, we have the investor. The investor sees that same leak and decides, nope, not gonna happen. They don't just sit there and watch their wealth drain away, they actually fight back. So the big question is, how does the investor pull this off? I mean, how do they not only stop their tub from draining, but actually make the water level rise? Well, here's the big secret. You can't actually patch the inflation leak. It's just part of how the whole economy works. But guess what? You don't have to. The really smart move is to grab a bucket and start scooping water back into your tub faster than it's leaking out. And this, my friends, is where investing comes into the picture. I want you to think of the entire world of investments, the stock market and all that, as a giant swimming pool just filled with water. Your job is to find that pool, grab some buckets, and start scooping that water back into your own personal tub. So what are these buckets I'm talking about? Well, in the real world, they're things like stocks. A stock is just a tiny little piece of ownership in a company. And as that company grows and gets more valuable, your little piece grows too, which pours more water back into your tub. And there are other buckets, like ETFs, that let you own tiny pieces of hundreds of companies all at once. Okay, let's bring this all together. We've seen the leak, we've seen the damage it can do, and now we know we've got to fight back. So what does all this mean for you right now, today? This is probably the single most important idea you should walk away with. You absolutely cannot let inflation just drain your wealth away. The goal is to make your money work harder for you than inflation is working against you. Seriously, don't wait. The sooner you start scooping water back in, the easier it is to stay ahead of that leak. Even if you start with a tiny little bucket, using it over and over again can keep that water level rising. You know the saying, the best time to start was yesterday. Well, the second best time is right now. So I'm going to leave you with a question to really think about. Take an honest look at your own money bathtub. Is that water level slowly, silently dropping? Or are you out there actively grabbing your buckets and refilling it? Because ultimately, the choice is yours.